5 lessons I've learned from solving my first ever Rubik's Cube. When you try and learn the Rubik's Cube for the first time, if you speed run it, you're not going to learn anything. You're not going to solve it. The best thing to do is slow down, understand the steps, understand the sequences, understand the algorithm, take it slowly, and then once you solve it, slowly adjust the speed. But if you speed run it immediately, you're not going to solve it. And that's the thing with life. If you speed run trying to make the quickest money, long term, you're going to make nothing. And that's the same thing for the Rubik's Cube. You might make a little bit of progress on like the first face. You might solve the white side, but then you're not going to solve the entire face. And that's the same thing within real life. If you try and make the quickest money, you might make £1 or £2 or £5, but then you could have made £50,000. If you rush the process, you're not going to make as much and you're going to ruin your potential. Because you tried something for a while does not mean you deserve it. I tried to solve the Rubik's Cube for 6.5 hours on my first ever run. And I felt like giving up. Not to mention that my eye condition was giving me the piss. I had a headache and it was like 10:30 at night. And I've been doing it for 6.5 hours while I haven't already a stacked up day. And like, I carried on saying to myself, I've been putting in this much work, I deserve it. That's wrong. For instance, a plumber, if a plumber comes over to you, he might ask for like £5,000 just for 10 minutes worth. You're not paying him for the time. You're paying him for the knowledge. You're paying him for the stuff that only he knows. And it's the same thing for like kind of like the Rubik's Cube. I didn't succeed the Rubik's Cube because of the time I put into it. I succeeded because of the algorithms I understood, because of the mistakes I made. Same thing for in real life. Just because you do something for a long period of time does not mean you deserve it. You have to tweak it. You have to look at things from different angles. And that's what it takes to be successful. I'm not successful, but I'm talking about someone who does this every single day, building my personal brand with massive ambitions. To me, also about solving the Rubik's Cube. There are similarities, and you cannot just deserve something just because you put time in. There's a lot more factors into it that people don't normally factor in. First, it feels impossible. Then you get clarity, and then you can do it. You see, it comes from repetition. At the start, the systems don't feel right. Your hands don't feel like you're doing the thing properly. But then once you get used to like doing the algorithms and stuff like that, solving the cube becomes a lot easier. Like today, I scrambled the 2x2 that I've only solved once, which was yesterday, and now I can do it within 5 minutes to 2 minutes, maybe 2 to 5 minutes, and it's very easy for me now. Very, very easy. Sometimes I can even do it within a minute, and I've solved it back to back without even looking at the video. And I had to spend so long looking at the videos to solve the 3x3 and the 2x2 initially. And this comes to anything. My point is that repetition builds up. For instance, if you tried to get 10,000 followers on YouTube and it took you, 3, 4, 5 years, if it took you that long, but then if you got your YouTube channel completely, dismissed, deleted, and everything, and then you try to build up a brand new YouTube channel, it will take you within 6 months, or maybe it might take you a year. But the point is, it takes you a lot less time once you get used to the repetition. It takes you a lot less longer. So the point is to get used to repetition, get used to being consistent, learn from your mistakes, learn from everything. Because when you get something taken away from you, or you have to restart, it's not as bad. Like if you get a business shut down or whatever it may be, it's easier to build up that business again because of the things that you learned. That's why if a business doesn't go well for you first time round, and if you made no profit from it, some people might think, oh, I've wasted 5 years of my life. But no, you've built the skills, you've built everything. So next time you build the next business, you're going to not do the same mistakes that you made last time. And it's going to become a lot easier, a lot quicker. And it's not going to be a guaranteed success, but it's going to be at least a lot easier for you to succeed. Number 4, you have to look stupid to begin with. You have to look cringe. I look stupid trying to solve the cube. Although, what the fuck am I doing? But now, whenever I do it, I feel comfortable doing it. I can solve them pretty comfortably, to be honest. The 3x3 I'm still working on. And I've got a 4x4, which I don't want to touch because looking at that, it looks terrifying. But the point is, you're going to look cringe. But the cringe thing is trying, bending, giving up. The cringe bit is just a paid cost. So now I don't look cringe when I solve it. When I post every single day, I don't feel cringe. When I'm building up a personal brand, I don't feel cringe. Just being cringe is like the payoff. It's the payoff that you have to make if you want to achieve that thing. So yes, do not feel bad. Do not feel like giving up just because you look cringe or you look stupid to begin with. It is a fixed cost. If you push through the cringe, the stupidity, you'll make it. It's just at the start, no one's good. You just have to push through it. Every single person that's ever become successful, they were shit to begin with. They look stupid. People doubted them. But now, when I solved the cube, my dad's like, how the fuck do you do that? My girlfriend's mum's like, I could never do that. you know, so from going to cringe to people kind of admiring it, even if it's something as stupid as solving a Rubik's Cube. You know, and that's the thing with real life, whatever it may be. You're going to look cringe at, you know, when you start. But over time, people are going to come to you and ask you how you actually did it. Trust the process, not just the moment. I was watching this guy for 6.5 hours, constantly rewatching the video, and he was really good at explaining what was happening. But the amount of times that I messed up, and I was on the last stage, and I fucked up the last bit, and I felt like giving up, and I was like, no, you know what? Just let the process happen, you know? And let me explain. I didn't believe in it. I didn't believe in it. I was like, how the fuck is it? How is it all just coming together? It scrambled on the last stage, but now on the last stage it's all built together. But it's from the little steps that built up. It's about the compounding about all of that. So it's about just trusting the process. When you start, when you've got a massive ambitious goal, you're not going to know where to go. You're not going to know what to do. But the thing is, you're just going to have to trust the process. You're going to have uncertainty. With me, with the Rubik's Cube, it's my most ambitious goals, which is to help millions of entrepreneurs building an app, which I'm going to build in the future once I build this personal brand up, the one you're watching right now. And it's the same thing with the cube. At the start, you're not going to have much clarity. But with the Rubik's Cube, because I pushed through, I understood the process. I understood everything, the setbacks, everything like that. It was just making me better. And I carried on thinking, even though I haven't solved the cube yet, I've built up like the first 5 steps. And there are like 7 steps. I can now do the first 5 steps without even looking at the video. And now I've completed the cube, and I don't need to even look at the video. So at the start, it can look very daunting. It's going to look like you can't do it. You're going to have uncertainty. But if you just keep pushing through, one day you'll be able to look back and say that was just a process. It's all about the systems, the process, the cost. You need to apart from just avoiding it because you're angry at the moment, you need to push that aside and be like, this is the process, this is the cost. Fuck how I'm feeling right now in the current moment, because I know if I keep at it, it will work. So these were the 5 lessons that I learned from doing this. And it actually kind of changed my life a little bit. And it's as simple as solving a Rubik's Cube that helped me with my entrepreneurial career and, you know, everything else I want to build in the future. So if you can relate to this, or if this helps and give you any value, then please subscribe, because I post every single day.